Hey everybody, welcome to another video and also welcome to 2021. I'm actually going to post this video on New Year's Day for everyone, just so I want this to be like the first video, New Year's Day done, and yeah, I'll be happy with that. So today we're going to be tying a bloodworm. This bloodworm works really well. I fish it quite a lot in the winter, and I thought I would tie it for you guys. Very simple actually to tie. Yeah, it looks great, it is very simple. And I'm trying to find my spam flex so I can actually start this video. Because as normal, I'm a bit dumb. Well, I'm not dumb, but there we go, I found it. Oh man, why is it always me whoever always loses stuff on a video? It's the other guys losing stuff on videos. Oh, there we go. There's the full hank on the floor as well. So, there we go, sorted. Anyway, we've got a Fuller Mill. This is a heavyweight grub in a 10, so it's quite a big one. But bloodworms aren't exactly tiny, they're relatively, they're quite long, so this is why I use a size 10. The thread I'm using, this is actually Textream Microfloss in red. It doesn't have, just my labels have fallen off it. But what we're going to do, we're going to start this at the head, take your thread forward and take it back. Trim off your excess. And now I use like the dark, kind of like a dark red flexi for these again. And what I do is I'm going to put the spam flex at the top, tie it in at the eye, and then just pull it tight, and then we'll take our floss down the body. I'm just going to spin my floss. Every now and then I'll just spin my floss, and that way it just basically it splays the material out. I've got a little frayed piece of material there, let's trim that off, or rip that off. You could go all the way around, like literally right the way around the hook shank, right the way around to the bend. And then, so I'm just turning the vise slightly just so I can see. And then come back up. I want this little frayed piece to get out of my way, if preferable. And then just come back up. And that should be fine. When you get to the head, grab this little excess piece, pull it nice and tight, and trim off, and then just take your thread in front. Now, best thing to do here is grab a 1-turn whip finish, just to make sure your thread stays where you want it to stay. Let me just try and get rid of these little pieces of fluff over here. It's just because when I come to use the UV resin on it later on, I don't particularly want any frayed pieces sticking out. So now what you're going to do is take your spam flex or flexi, and I'll pull it tight, and then just start winding it up the body. Now what I do is just to create like a slightly bigger section in the middle. I don't know why, just like a little taper section. Do this first, so I just loosen my tightness. And that gives a very slightly thicker bit in the middle. I don't know why I do that, it's just I like to kind of taper it up towards the head, so I just loosen the grip as I go up. There's one thing I did forget to do. I need to do this quickly. Right, grab a black, what I do is I grab a black marker and I just blacken the head. Because if you look at them pictures of them, I obviously like to have a black head. So I just like to blacken this head section. Use a pro marker or any black permanent marker. And now just take the rest, you spam flex the rest of the way. And when you get to the head, so just come over the top, one in front, again over the top, one in front. Just do this 3 times. That's all you're going to need to do. Now pull your spam flex tight, trim off any excess, grab your whip finish tool, a nice neat head on there, so that's like a lovely nice neat head. Come in, trim off your excess. Now when we add the UV resin, this is where this fly really comes to life. So using, should really show you first, shouldn't I, the Gulf, this is the Thinman. So just add this on. What you'll find is this will soak in, so I just basically work it around the body. I just turn it and work it. Sorry if you're kind of losing sight of the fly. It's just I need to turn it if you want this. If you want the fly to look how it's supposed to look, I'm just making sure I get even coverage on there. And now I'm just going to grab my dubbing needle. Basically just working this UV resin just around the body of the fly. And then once you're happy with the shape of it, to be fair, the fish aren't massively bothered by a perfect shape, but obviously I am, and a tiny little bit more UV resin on this side here. Just a small amount. So as you can see, just like on this side here. I'm going to take a little bit of resin off that underneath section there and just place it on top here. Just add slightly too much down there. And once I'm happy, I'm just going to spin the vise. It's probably still not perfect, but it's not far off. And then just come in with your UV torch. Just keep spinning the vise. And that'll do us. So I mean, absolutely comes to life when you cover it in UV resin. You get that nice kind of is it opaque? Not opaque. Translucent effect. And then finish off. Just grab some fine varnish or some thin varnish. This is basically just to cover in case I've missed any holes. Sometimes you do like miss very tiny bits, and I want the resin to go in there and plug that gap so you get more longevity on your fly. So there you go. There is your bloodworm. It's going to look great. You know, you're going to catch a lot of fish on this. And anyway, yeah, hope you have a great new year. Hope 2021 goes a lot better than 2020. You know, we had a bit of a crap year, but as long as you're still breathing, that's the main thing, and your family are healthy. But anyway, yeah, take care. Please leave a like on the video, really helps, please, and I'll see you on the next one.